What's up, everybody? Penn State, Ohio State preview. I got asked to do this one, and I realized I dressed appropriately. Look at that shirt. Almost look like he's trying to copy my hairdo. So, Penn State, Ohio State, duel of the year. I don't really do duel previews, but this is the best duel of the year, so we might as well do a duel preview for it. You guys seem to be enjoying the content. Hope you guys check out. I did a Wisdom Wednesday. That was good. I did a Monday that you guys really liked. It was kind of just about wrestling, honestly. So, this duel happening tomorrow night, Big Ten Network in BJC. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun. That being said, I think there's the chance it sways Penn State's way quite a bit. So let's go through my picks. All right, 25 is Lilidal versus Bouzakis. Bouzakis has been significantly better than anticipated. He was like okay at 33 the last couple of years, and I actually thought the cut to 25 would kill him because no one ever said, hey, this guy looks small at 133. He looked like a very normal-sized and powerful 133-pounder. Lilidal, besides the loss to Desmond, he lost to his teammate, he's been just freaking amazing, just on fire. So I think strategy-wise, what should happen is Lilidal, he usually goes out and there he's just super aggressive, attacks. Bouzakis has been slowing down as the match has been going on. I think that maybe is a sign that the weight cut is affecting him. Last week he had that big 7-point move against Dean Peterson, the Iowa guy, and then kind of like slowed down as the match went on and won 9-5. So I honestly, what I think he should do is just hold tight position, look for one big opportunity because he is a big move guy. He really does hit a lot of big moves. I don't want to say more than anyone in the country, but he'd probably be up there on 7-point moves. So I would hold tight position, try to expend as little energy as possible because Lilidal's going to wrestle really high pace, and then try to capitalize on mistakes with a big move. But my pick, I'm going to go Lilidal, decision. 33, Davino versus Blaze. This is about that freshman class that I've been talking about. We also get, hopefully, I'm going to cross my fingers. I'll talk about this I'll do top 5 matches. Forrest versus Seidel. I hope we get that one. Davino versus Blaze. Man, I think both these guys are so good. I really have a high regard for both of them. I'm going to go Blaze 4-2. So that's 2 escapes for Davino, one takedown and 1 escape for Blaze. I could obviously go the other way. I would say like with this one, maybe like a 60-40 is how I feel about it. Blaze is just really, really sound positionally, hard to score and hard to get to. Davino is really aggressive. I just see Blaze getting the best of him. So decision 33, decision 40. Decision 25, decision 33 for Penn State. 41. I'm going Major by Jesse Mendez. He is on a mission. Braden Davis knows his job. Don't give up too many bonus. And listen, if he's doing the job for Mitchell, he's going to hold him to a decision. So the Hodge stats look a little better for Mitchell. Let's go. Let's do that, Braden Davis. Don't burn your hand on a scooter this time. So that's Major decision, Jesse Mendez. 49. I think this was interesting. Shane Van Ness versus Ethan Styles. Styles is very scrambly and can ride well, and that is something Shane Van Ness has had an issue with, but he does get tired also. I think maybe there's a weight cut issue, just I don't know. That's what I feel. He lost to Zargo in overtime a few weeks back, and Van Ness wrestles about as hard of a pace as anyone. So I could see this going one of two ways. I could see, Styles kind of stifling him with some scrambles, keeping it close, and it being really like a 5-4, 7-6, something to that effect, where he gets a takedown, then Van Ness comes back and wins. I could also see Van Ness just gassing him out and it being a complete and utter blowout. I'm going to go decision by Van Ness, and I'm going to go with kind of the first scenario where it ends up being pretty close through a few longer scrambles and some riding. So that is 9-4 if you're keeping track. 9-4 Penn State. Okay, I'm so disappointed that Cannon versus PJ Duke is not happening. This would be a match where Brendan Cannon is rated higher than PJ Duke. Cannon has been out since the Millard match at Minnesota. He's not ducking. I think he's probably just hurt. There was one instance in that match where it looked like maybe he tweaked his knee. It was not a huge thing, but a small thing. So unfortunately, we don't get to see that match. I'll go Major PJ Duke. I don't know who. Probably Maddox Shaw is likely the one that's going to wrestle. 65. Going Tech Fall, Mitchell Messerbrink at 5 minutes and 46 seconds. I think Burden might be the permanent starter now. He's pretty scrappy, honestly, but he doesn't move his feet super well. So Mitchell is going to get to his legs a whole bunch, which I suppose that's every single match. I think he'll be slowed down on the finishes because, like I said, Burden is very scrappy on some things. But gets a tech ball. I called it 5 minutes, 46 seconds. Maybe we're in the simulation. You never know. Maybe I already know what's going to happen. 74, another one of the highly anticipated matches. Carson Karchel, Levi Haynes. I see this as a 4-2 also. Karchel 2 escapes. He kind of, I don't want to say blew that one, but he hurt his knee a little bit, had to take the injury time. Lost to Kennedy 2-1 last week on 2 escapes versus 1 escape because of the injury time. So I go 4-2 Haynes. Maybe adds another takedown at the very end because Karchel's getting desperate and trying to win the match. 84, Fishback and Rocco. I want to say this was very, very, very competitive last time. I'm trying to remember when they wrestled. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they didn't wrestle. Anyways, really competitive. I'm not saying 4-1 overtime like 184 Big Ten does, but I'll say it's a 1 takedown match. Although Rocco has been more aggressive recently, I'll still go 1 takedown. Fortunately, if you're keeping track and you're an Ohio State fan, at this point I am at all decisions besides Mitchell, so that would be 18, 20, 23-4. Uh-oh, not good. Barr's going to win. Honestly, I want to say he's probably the second biggest lock for Penn State behind Mitchell. Geog's been scrappy. I think it's, I will say somewhere between a 6 and 10 point victory for Josh Barr. Heavyweight, I can't pick against Cole Marasola, but this is the, say, second best opportunity behind Mendez for Ohio State to win a match. I'm going Cole Marasola, so unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ohio State fans. I just went 32-4 for Penn State. Cole Marasola is, again, the second one that is not a favorite for Penn State. If you're looking at it for other matches, Ohio State could flip. I think, I admit most of them are close decisions. I think you could see 33 flipping for sure. 57 would be a big one if they had Brandon Cannon. They don't. And after that, Styles and maybe Bouzakis hits a big move. And I have a hard time seeing Karchel beating Levi, but maybe it's a possibility. So this is an uphill battle if you're an Ohio State Buckeye, but they've been looking great all year. So who knows? Maybe they catch fire tomorrow night and they pull something out. Fortunately, I don't have it going that way. We'll see how right I am. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll put out top 5 matches for the weekend, probably tomorrow, and then I'll do some duel recaps. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Peace.